Hey Raider Nation, come on over because we have some exclusive news. Get ready. Because the information that just came out could be a real game changer for the Raiders season. That's right. There's news about possible reinforcements, and the path to the Super Bowl could be much more real than it seems. So do the following. Get ready, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and click the like button to strengthen the channel. Because here, the information comes directly to you, without any fuss. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Now, let's get to the news. With the offseason coming to an end, the Las Vegas Raiders still face considerable doubts in their defense, especially at linebacker and secondary positions. Despite some specific moves, such as the signings of Jeremy Chin and Eric Stokes, and the new linebacker duo formed by Elandon Roberts and Devin White, the truth is that the defensive sector remains vulnerable. If these bets don't work out, the team could suffer a lot from opposing aerial attacks throughout the season. In a scenario where the AFC is constantly rebuilding, the Raiders need to act smartly, and quickly, to avoid falling behind in the race for the title. In this context, an opportunity may be emerging on the horizon. The team has the chance to make a strategic move in the trade market before the season even starts. According to Brandon Austin of Pro Football and Sports Network, one name is catching the eye and could be exactly what the Raiders need. Greg Newsome, cornerback for the Cleveland Browns. Austin points out that Newsome, despite coming off a difficult season, is still a talent worth watching. At just 25 years old, he was a first-round pick in the draft and had 3 solid campaigns before facing a drop in performance and physical problems in 2024. Last season, Newsome saw his participation decrease drastically. He started just 3 games, after 3 years with more than 10 games per season. In addition, an injury kept him out of the last 4 games of the schedule. Even so, he still has valuable attributes: youth, experience, and a technical ceiling that cannot be ignored. Despite allowing a 112.5 passer rating on 51 targets, his physical and technical recovery ability could be an asset if used well. And that's where the Raiders could come in, offering the player a chance to start over while bolstering a needy area. The most attractive factor in this potential trade is Newsome's contract context. Entering the final year of his rookie contract, his name has been in several rumors since last offseason. The loss of the starting spot to Martin Emerson only strengthened the perception that Cleveland may be willing to part with him, as long as the price is right. And that price, according to speculation, could involve a first-round pick. For the Raiders, who still have draft capital available and an urgency to solidify their defense, this could be a calculated risk with a very high potential return. Even if Newsome is not yet 100%, it is unlikely that the Browns will want to let him walk for free at the end of the season. The ideal scenario for Cleveland is to get some value now, while there are still takers. For the Raiders, adding a cornerback with first-round pedigree could be the boost they need to turn a shaky defense into a respectable unit. Remember, quality cornerbacks are scarce in the NFL, and finding a young player with a proven track record is a rarity. It's the kind of chance that, if ignored, could cost them dearly down the road. With that, Greg Newsome II's name joins the Raiders' growing list of defensive targets. He represents more than just depth. He's a potential investment, a reinforcement who could make an immediate impact, as long as he's healthy. And with the season fast approaching, the decision needs to be made soon. The Raiders could be on the cusp of one of those moments when a bold move changes the course of an entire year. Now, it remains to be seen whether the front office will have the courage to pull the trigger. The Las Vegas Raiders are undergoing a major rebuild in their wide receivers room for the 2025 NFL season. Ever since the blockbuster trade that sent Davante Adams to the New York Jets last year, the franchise has known it urgently needs new players who can make an immediate impact. Jacoby Myers remains the most established name, but the great expectation revolves around who will take over the prominent role alongside him. Trey Tucker, chosen in the 3rd round of the 2023 draft, appears to be a natural candidate. But the Raiders didn't want to leave anything to chance, and brought even more competition to this fierce competition. In this last draft, Las Vegas didn't hold back when it came to strengthening the aerial attack. 3 new names were selected: Jack Beck from TCU in the 2nd round, Dante Thornton from Tennessee in the 4th, and Tommy Mellott from the little-hyped Montana State in the 6th. Thornton and Mellott have already officially committed to the franchise and have signed their contracts. However, The soap opera that has been holding the fans' attention involves Jack Beck, the main one among the three, who has yet to put pen to paper to seal his commitment to the silver and black. With the mandatory minicamp scheduled for June 10th, Beck's situation is starting to become delicate. Without a signed contract, he is legally unable to participate in activities with the squad, which raises concerns among fans. But calm down, because according to Vincent Bonsignor, a respected insider for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, there is no reason to panic. In his recent update, he assured that Beck is participating normally in OTAs, that is, voluntary workouts, and that his contract will be resolved soon. Fans can breathe a sigh of relief. For now. The explanation for the impasse, however, goes far beyond what seems to be just a matter of time. The truth is that Jack Beck is in the middle of a larger dispute, which involves all the players chosen in the second round of this draft. So far, only 2 of those players, Jaden Higgins and Carson Schwessinger, who were drafted at number 33 and number 34, have signed fully guaranteed contracts. That has set a new precedent. And now, the agents of the other players, including Beck, are trying to follow suit and extract guarantees that were once exclusive to first-round picks. But there's one important detail. Jack Beck was drafted at number 58, that is, in the bottom of the second round. And that makes asking for a fully guaranteed contract a pretty bold move. The negotiation, therefore, has become more complex, since it involves not only the financial value, but the long-term impact for the Raiders and the NFL rookie market itself. What is clear is that, sooner or later, Beck will sign. The big question at this point is, how much will that signing be? How much are the Raiders willing to invest in a promising receiver who has yet to even play as a professional? The franchise wants to avoid setting a dangerous precedent, while also recognizing that Jack Beck could be a valuable piece for the future of the offense. Raider Nation, which has seen in the past how much missing practice time can affect a rookie's development, is hoping this deal gets done soon. And with minicamp just around the corner, the clock is ticking. It remains to be seen whether the Raiders' front office will give in, or if Beck and his representatives will have to accept fewer guarantees to finally officially wear the team's jersey. And now, I want to know your opinion, fan. Do you think the Raiders should give in and offer a fully guaranteed contract to Jack Beck, even though he's a late second-round pick? In my opinion, the Raiders need to find a balance. Beck is talented, yes, and could be a good addition to this new group of wide receivers. But guaranteeing a 100% contract just because 2 other players in the top of the second round did? I think it's risky, especially considering he hasn't even played a snap in the NFL. It is important to value, but also to keep the team's salary structure under control. Now I want to hear from you. Comment below with your opinion on this situation. And if you liked this video, leave a like because it really helps the channel grow and motivates me to continue bringing you everything about the Las Vegas Raiders. See you next time.